and I'll be taking us through a soul realignment process for the next 30 minutes. Today's session will be on relationships. This includes any relationship, soulmate, coworker, friend, family, etc. Pure Soul Alchemy is a transmission of channeled healing technologies which restructure your creative source grid. It's a channeled energetic field where transformative operations and procedures are enacted for you while you comfortably relax. Through my perception and vocalization of the inner energetic grid, we are opened in ways which allow these technologies to come into our physical reality and enact change on our behalf. Be sure to be in a place where you can lay down and relax deeply to receive the session. If you would like to know more about ways you can receive Pure Soul Alchemy healings, go to www.puresoulalchemy.com. It is a great idea to go back and listen again repeatedly to deepen the effects of the session and take the healing further. Now take some deep breaths and bring into your awareness and into your heart one situation in your life having to do with relationships which is difficult or challenging for you right now. It may be with a family member, a love partner, a coworker, parent, or within yourself. You may just hold it in your heartfelt awareness while you listen in. It will get addressed. Plus, you will receive healing on whatever everyone else who is listening in is working on too. I will establish links with our higher selves and our guides and helpers. I'll listen to all of us and then report my impressions of what I hear to the best of my ability. Through this reporting, your system and I interpret the information and align our conscious volition to proceed with the recommendations of our guides. Our unified front empowers, strengthens, and amplifies the energetic operations as they are taking place. If you don't understand some or any of the wording or even find yourself falling asleep, don't worry. It is most important and of utmost benefit that you relax as deeply as possible to receive the energy transmission of the operations rather than trying to stay alert and focused on the wording or trying to ascribe any real-time meanings to them. So we'll take a call now. Hello, you're on the air. What would you like healing on today?
Hey there, Gabriella. I'd like to work on. Hi. I'd like to work on my relationship with my father.
Wonderful.
I'd like to address a pattern of abuse that I have with him. Based in childhood events and that carry on through to the present day, and also affect my my relationship to my career, my relationship to the world and finances, and making enough money and so forth. And so, particularly, I'd like to address this anger that I have towards him and this kind of incapacity to forgive, and a sort of replaying and recirculating of the moments of abuse and the pattern of abuse in my head, and sort of kind of getting myself enraged in the process. And also, I'd like to ask you if you can clear. It's not just the past. It's also if I connect with him, in the present day, because there's a lack of awareness on his part. He tends to kind of fall into that pattern unconsciously and sort of aggravate it because he's sort of not aware of those aspects of abuse in the present day. And if I bring it to his attention, I get attacked by him as well as other members in the family. So there's sort of like a pattern of denial around the abuse pattern as well in the family, and so there's not this opportunity. It doesn't seem to be an opportunity for me to heal it within the family because there's this denial aspect as well, if that makes sense.
Yes, absolutely. I'm going to ask you for his first initial. Of his
B.
first name? Okay.
First initial of first name is B, like boy.
Okay. And this is also going to be a family clearing for all of you. Wonderful.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. This is going to help us all. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put you on hold, and you can continue to listen to the session. You're very welcome.
Bye.
Bye. I'm a little slow with these controls here. All right, so I've had actually many other relationship healing requests, and I'm going to go through them briefly right now, and then we'll get started with our session. A woman would like to clear whatever's blocking her from having a loving, vibrant soulmate relationship. Another woman would like to clear on her earlier life business relationships and the trauma from those where she put in 100% and wasn't given her due, and then the fear of this spilling out over onto her new ventures, and also for those of her son and family. Another woman would like clearing on her relationship, and she'd like to have better communication with her husband in terms of money and being able to see eye to eye with each other. Another woman would like health, healing, happiness, and moving forward in her soulmate relationship into a peaceful, prosperous, and passionate relationship. And then a man would like some healing on his father relationship. And this is also affecting him from moving forward in business, and it's also affecting his health, particularly his right hip. And lastly, honest communication to resolve past issues and have have a clear slate, a fresh space to start from anew. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the session. And start by calling forth all of the Ascended Masters. All of the Archangels. And we're establishing a heart link with our soul star, with our incarnational star, and with our earth star, flowing the microcosmic orbit through and around all of these centers, including our heart center. We're also going to connect and align with our pineal gland. We want to intend that we open that up for all of us, including those we are in relationship with or those we'd like to be in relationship with. Great. We're establishing a heart link with the great I Am Presence, our own Divine Mother, Father, God essence, as well as all of our higher levels of consciousness and higher councils all the way to Divine Source. Okay, we're going to do some clearing. This is for quite a few of us in the intestinal region. So we clear any stuck, trapped, energetic configurations, which is blocking us, slowing us down, congesting us, or in any other way, shape, or form interfering with our ability to manifest life on our own terms, on the terms of our higher self, our higher will. And allowing us to meet our own higher levels of hope. Okay, we're also clearing on the physical level, mundane level, digestive distress. We'll also clear out the other levels of our digestion, mental digestion, emotional digestion, situational digestion, etc. Okay, we're going to clear out the trapped emotion of feeling unsupported. clearing that in this lifetime, earlier, and past lifetimes as well. And in particular, in relationship. All right, so while that is all still clearing, there's a piece about getting our needs met. We're just going to do some gentle clearing there. And we are bringing in, this is interesting, the vibrational supportive frequency of artichoke. All plants have a higher consciousness. The animal, plant, and mineral kingdoms do, and we can tap into those for healing purposes and receive their supportive benefits. Okay, another trapped emotion we're going to do some release on is the trapped emotion of feeling lack of control. And it's also about feeling caged up. The word I heard was penitentiary effect. It's about feeling immobilized, paralyzed, but more specifically caged. Okay, we're going to clear on bitterness, clearing out bitterness of the past, either our own or those who we were or have been in relationship with in the past that got stuck or lodged in our field. So we are clearing that, releasing. Okay, we're also going to do some clearing on the feeling of being uncomfortable in our own skin. All right, so what's really highlighted here right now is clearing on the masculine aspect of the self. Doesn't matter if we're a man or a woman, we all have a masculine aspect. And we're also going to clear on the relationship with the Father. That's for all of us. Okay, we're going to clear on his influence and also his lack of influence, where we truly needed it in order to progress, evolve, grow, particularly in very formative points in our life. Okay, we're going to also clear on punishment there. Clearing on feeling used, betrayed, and lodged bitterness. And this is in relationship with the Father. It could be our Father in this lifetime, past lifetime, or parallel lifetimes. And it could also be his issues that we picked up through osmosis, through our connection with him. So whichever way it has manifested, we're clearing for these issues. We're going to go ahead and clear on our emotional field, our emotional bodies. All right, and we've got a lot going right now. What's coming up, what's showing up for us to address next is anger. This can be anger in all of its manifestations, all of its form, whether it's the form of neglect towards ourselves, the neglect from others, the actual expression of anger from or towards anyone else, then anger in the form of suppression in ourselves and or the suppression of others or other suppression of us. Okay, getting a little more specific here, a little more focused. This is the piece about us radiating from and showing and co-creating with life from our true brilliance, from our true nature. We want to clear on any ways in which we have assumed a diminutive stature or stance in our life based upon our relationship with our Father. Great. So along with that, we're going to do some clearing out of fear. And of course, this is fear of radiating, shining forth from our true brilliance, our creative expression, living from our true co-creative nature with the force of all that is, of all life. Great. And now we're going to do some infusing of ease. Great. All right, we're also infusing relaxation into our second and third chakras, our will and our creative center. Okay, so here's a piece about reclaiming, taking back true ownership of our lives, of our true identities, and dislodging any conscious or unconscious or subconscious identifying, moving through life as if we are our fathers. So what we're doing is we are removing the creative paradigm that is in fact our fathers or an exact copy of. We're releasing that. And there's nothing wrong with our father's paradigm. The only thing is that it is his, it's not ours. So you're gently, lovingly releasing our clutches, because somehow, some way we've been holding on to it for dear life, as if our life depended upon it. Whether we've utilized it or not, it's there, or it's been there, and we are letting go. We are implementing and unclenching. We're ungripping from that. And now we're calling in divine assistance from the angelic realms, calling in benevolent beings of 100% pure light to come in and dismantle these old, obsolete, borrowed creativity paradigms which we borrowed from our fathers. And we are releasing them lovingly, releasing them and lovingly sending ourselves an invitation to fully embody as our own unique individual energy signatures here in this corporeal body vessel. Relating with ourselves from a much more authentic place, from a place of being at home in ourselves, and thus we're able to relate with others from our true authenticity, and then we can have the relationship we truly want from our hearts. Okay, we're going to go ahead while that is still cooking. We're going to do some clearing out on communication in relationships. And this is multi-leveled communication. This is through vibration, through our hearts, and of course through our voice, through our actions, through our inactions. Just we're doing a general, all across the board clearing on communication. And we're going to bring in the frequency of divinely guided, quick and complete resolution. Okay, so we're going to do a general, all across the board clearing on our family of origin. This is on the dynamics, the relationship dynamics, the role associations that we've taken on there. Any guilting, I'm getting some severe guilting which has taken place or played out in our family of origin. This really interferes with our ability to form close bonds. We're still clearing on communication, all levels of communication. So one piece I'm hearing here is so that we can hear the truth, the answers can come in very clearly. And so there's no need to convince or defend, so that the answers themselves show up. and it makes communication a whole lot easier. To clear for miasms. We're doing a general clearing all across the board for all of us. And so we are now bringing our session to a close. Thanking everyone who participated, all the angels and